everybody.
So we have a quorum?
Yeah, we have everybody present.
All right. Okay. So everybody's ready? We're ready to get started?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. All right, we're going to start with a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag.
To the flag of the United States of America.
And to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'll call this meeting to order, and Ann, please have a roll call.
Chairman Nolan?
Here.
Commissioner Ryczinski?
Here.
Commissioner Abbey?
Here.
Commissioner D'Agostino?
Here.
All right, we have everybody present.
All right.
This meeting today conforms with Chapter 231 Public Law 1975, called the Open Public Meetings Act, and as per the requirements of the statute, notification was amended to fit the executive order of the meeting and was published not only in the Star Ledger, in MCIA headquarters, on the website, and the Home News Tribune, amended and filed with the clerk of Middlesex County to reflect that it was done via conference call.
Thank you, Ann. Director Polis?
Apologies,
Yes.
Ann. Bill Brennan, my line dropped. I had to dial back in. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Welcome back, Bill.
No problem. All right. I'm sorry, Director Polos, do we have any correspondence?
No specific correspondence, Chairman, no. Other than the report, our usual report from McFoods, and that's it.
All right. The reports, the committee reports, do we have any, they're all in the packet. Do we have any that we need to highlight, Jim?
No, I don't think that there's anything specific to highlight. If you want, I can give you a 2-minute overview of what's been going on.
Sure. Please.
So, as the board knows, back in February, before most of this situation hit, we started developing in-house, as I had reported to the board, a remote access resiliency plan in the event that what has ultimately occurred actually occurred. And as a result of that, I think that we have had a relatively seamless transition from being an in-house operation to being a remote operation in most every instance. We recast our foods program. We created basically an open-air farmers market outside under tents. We've been able to protect our employees and those who come there from the food pantries from any cross-contamination. And that continues to flourish and operate very well with the staff and the team that's there. Everyone is in protective equipment. And it's been running very smoothly. We have seen a substantial increase in utilization of that because of what's going on with the economy. Food pantries are being used more and so forth. In addition, we have also created a remote access plan with our recycling division, which continues again to run seamlessly. We have put all of our recycling inspectors on portable two-way radios. We have been able to forward the appropriate phone numbers to staff to operate from home where necessary. The inspections continue to operate. The interaction with the team continues to operate. Each morning we have a focused conference call with the recycling team as well as the contractor to ensure that there's no hitches or glitches for the day or from the day prior. We're still being able to respond to individual customer issues on a day-to-day basis, and it has really run very, very smoothly over there. I should mention with McFoods, we've also been able to initiate for the first time a purchase order agreement with ShopRite, which has allowed us to replenish some of the stocks when the community food bank deliveries run a little low. We're able to actually purchase what we need to make sure that we're getting the right food product to the individual pantries and where the needs are. So those operations, I think, are running extremely well. Finance has been operating, again, I think, relatively seamlessly. We have been able to get all the operations going. Bills are being paid. Financial reports are being processed properly. All the appropriate, financial procedures are in place. We too, again, we have a separate conference call every morning to ensure that we're all on the same page as to what the financial operations are and how things need to be done. And that has been working extremely well. My compliments again to all the different staffs And of course, the care facilities are being run by, the management team out there. They keep us up to date on what's been going on, and needless to say, healthcare is a difficult thing in today's world with what's going on, but they're doing a very, very good job of working very hard to make sure that the residents are being cared for. That's it.
Very, very good. Thank you very much. Do we have any old business?
No
All right,
items
I
at
don't hear
this
any
time,
old
Chairman.
Okay, great. Do we have any new business?
No new items.
No. All right. So we have a number of resolutions. They are all in the packet, and I'm going to propose that we do it by consent agenda. What I want
Do we
to
have
do
a motion
tonight is,
for consent agenda?
all right,
Anthony Rosinski, I'll make a motion.
I'll second. Yep.
Christine.
Okay.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 No, none opposed, so that will pass. All right, so then we'll move to the approval of the minutes for the meeting of March 11th, 2020. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of March 11, 2020?
Motion.
And I'm sorry, please say your name for the record.
Paul. Motion. Paul.
And a second?
Second, Christine D'Agostino.
All those in favor? Aye.
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 None opposed, so that passes. Public comments on resolutions only. Do we have any public comments on resolutions only?
Yes, Charlie Cradaville, New Brunswick Today.
Okay, so Charlie, just for the record here, you will certainly have a chance to speak in the public session if you prefer to, or you can, if you want to comment on a specific resolution, then you can do that as well. Would you like to cover that now?
Thank you. I'll take you up on both of those offers, if that's okay.
Okay, go get them.
Thanks. So I'm asking about 8B, the one-time emergency funding payment for COVID-19 related PPE emergency supplies for Roosevelt Care Center facilities. I wanted to ask the amount of that payment and exactly what emergency supplies are being purchased, and if Robert Wood Johnson has been able to contribute at all to those needs.
All right, I'm going to direct that question to Jim Polos to the best of your ability and what you have on hand. Jim, would you answer that to the best you can?
Sure. And we're talking about the 50,000, correct?
Yes.
So yes, Charlie, I can explain that. The dynamics over the last few weeks, and unfortunately to some extent still till today, has been enormously difficult to be able to obtain and quickly purchase personal protective equipment. I'm sure you have read in the news where it is few and far between. It has become available in certain instances, sometimes like in the open market, if you will, and it's almost like a first come, first served basis. What we did here in order to support the teams within the two care centers is we've created this $50,000 advance, if you will, which would allow the facilities, again with our approval, but at least the funding is there. If a need arises over the next few weeks for particular PPE that may not otherwise be available, but they are able to find it from an appropriate vendor or wherever the opportunity may exist, this would give them some more flexibility to be able to purchase it quicker rather than having to go through our normal 30-day approval process. And we want to give them every opportunity to be able to buy what they need if they need it. There's no critical shortage now in either facility. They're fully equipped, but we wanted to be able to be ahead of the curve.
Gotcha. Thank you very much for the thorough answer. And if I could also just ask about 8C, I'm not clear on what that is, the amendment to the codification of classifications. What is that?
Sure,
Is that the health aid one?
Yes, exactly.
If you'd like, Chairman, would you like me to respond to that?
Sure, you can do it.
So the what we're doing is just adding a different classification. We have a codification of job titles within the operation, Charlie, and we're adding an additional title because under some of the new regulations that have come out from the Department of Health and guidelines and through executive orders, we're able to utilize home health aides in addition to the regular staffing that we have within the facility to be able to do certain functions at the nursing home, at the care centers. And this just kind of creates a temporary title, if you will, for them to be able to come in on a per diem basis only during this emergency.
Gotcha. Thank you for the answer. That's all on the resolutions.
Okay, thanks, Charlie. All right, approval of the, public comments, okay. Approval of resolutions. Can I have a motion to approve the resolutions?
Motion, Christine D'Agostino.
Second, Paul.
All right, all those in favor? Aye.
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 None opposed? That will pass. Motion for payment of vouchers?
Motion,
Can I get a
Christine
motion?
D'Agostino.
Thank you. I'll make a second.
it, Tony Rosinski.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, that passes as well. All right, we're going to go into the public session, and Charlie, you wanted to speak, so take it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And I just want to begin my remarks by saying thank you to all of the Improvement Authority's workers who are going through this difficult time with us, and especially those at the care centers. Forgive me if I missed in the report, have there been any cases of the virus at either of the two Roosevelt Care Centers?
Jim?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Lou, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, Lou. I'm sorry, Lou?
Is he there?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I thought it
we
was
gonna
Lou,
lose
right?
you? Did we lose Lou? Lou's not there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi. Can you hear me now, Ann? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Charlie,
the answer to the question is that these reporting requirements are, we need to report them to the state, to the county, and to the state health department. So we really defer to them to those kind of numbers.
Well, it was really a yes or no question. Are there any cases in either of the two facilities? It sounds like there are.
I guess the answer is that what I said is what I said, which is that we're required to report to the families of the residents, to the county, and to the state, and we continue to do that. I don't think it's really for us to, in this context, to comment on that.
Okay, well, that was my next question, was whether the Improvement Authority has been following the notification requirements to alert, I believe, guardians as well as the other residents.
Yes, we have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have been. We've been following the, as you know, there's a state law, and there's also very recent directives from the Department of Health, and we've been following both of them. Yes.
Okay. And I also wanted to know about the relationship with Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas and how that's going. I know it's been ramping up, and I'm curious how the crisis, the outbreak has affected, their role that they're playing, if it has.
I don't know
Jim?
if Mr. Paulus wants to comment on that.
Yeah. Jim, why don't you?
Sure. With your permission, Chairman?
Yes.
Sure, Charlie. Well, as you know, Robert Wood Johnson is the managing entity for the care centers, and they have contracted with a company called CCM, who has an enormous amount of experience and expertise in these types of operations to basically handle the day-to-day management. They have been working tirelessly over there, along with all of the wonderful employees of the county who have, great longevity, many of them with our facilities for years, 20 and 25 years and more. So we're very fortunate that we have a very solid group of individuals and employees and staff that they're managing. They bring a lot of expertise and knowledge to the table. They have been on top of all the issues. They are very expert in determining what the rules, the regulations are. We have a conversation today. They're completely aware of all the notification provisions, things that you're asking about, what needs to be provided and when, and how to best do it. So they have really been on top of the day-to-day management.
I got you. And that was CCM, as in Charlie,
That is
Charlie,
correct.
Marin? Okay.
Yes, complete care management.
Gotcha. And I guess they're probably in charge then of the dissemination of data on a daily basis to the Department of Health about the, supplies and capacity of the facility?
Any reporting requirements by the Department of Health or the County Department of Health or whatever the state agencies are, yes, they're the ones that are responsible for fulfilling all of those guidelines and requirements.
Okay. I may be filing a public records request to get that stuff that's being disseminated under Executive Order 111, and I think that's all I have for you today. And just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak in this sort of unusual setting, and I hope that everybody's well and you get to spend some time with people you love today.
Thank you, Charlie. All right, can I get a motion for an adjournment?
Motion.
I'll make a
Christine
motion.
D'Agostino.
Tony Rosinski.
Second. Okay.
Okay, Tony's got a first, and I think we'll give Paul the second. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 I think I didn't get them all. All right, we are adjourned.
All right,
Everybody
thank you,
be
everyone.
Take care, everyone.
Everybody stay
Take
safe.
Thank
care.
you.
Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.